Talladega, Alabama, baby. NASCAR.com, GarageCam, live, interactive, and only on NASCAR.com. Oh yeah, baby, we're going live and interactive here in the garage area on a beautiful day, Carolina blue skies above, showing you the cars and the stars here of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. Oh yeah, if you're new to the show and you're looking at Ricky Stenhouse's car right here, look to the right. See that little chat room? If you're watching live, you'll see the chat room. If you're watching the replay, yeah, you won't see it, but the true experience of GarageCam is watching live. Get in there like all these people in the chat room. Tell us who you are, where you're from, what you want to see, and maybe you too can be the pole sitter here. I think, who was the first person in the chat? Oh, it was John Odell with the pole position today. First person in the interactive garage. Hi, Matt. This is my favorite racetrack, Talladega Superspeedway. Can I please see the number 48 of Jimmy Johnson? And hey, you're from the UK. How about that? Well, welcome to NASCAR.com from the UK, from America, from Connecticut to Alabama to Utah to Saskatchewan. I don't care where you're from. I know, it's Saskatchewan. From Shubenacadie, Nova Scotia?
Saskatchewan.
Or, yeah. Great hometown there.
Hey, it's not Saskatchewan. But that one I was showing you earlier, let you read it here.
What do we got here on our Sprint tablet right here? You see the Sprint tablet right there?
Look at that.
We'll read it. At that guy. Oh, checking in from Toronto. Well, he's got plenty of time to watch GarageCam, being that the Maple Leafs are not in the playoffs.
That's cold, man.
That is cold. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. Hey, there is the number 38 machine right there of David Gillen. Hey, let's go show you this number 2 car. There's a line here for technical inspection, and some of the cars are still rolling through that tech line right now, including Brad Keselowski's number 2 ride right here. Of course, really cool sponsor on board this weekend, careersforveterans.org on the side of this Penske number 2. Brad Keselowski, of course, the last driver to grace victory lane here, so hoping to do it again, and he has the Careers for Veterans on board on the side of that Ford. Fifth Third Bank on the 17 to Ricky Stenhouse. We just saw him before the Mississippi Mud Flap. You gotta love it. Hey, there's David Gillen and Todd Gillen. 2 races. It's a 2-for-1 special here on NASCAR.com, and I know it's tough to hear, but you having fun with your dad here rolling through the garage?
Yeah, always. Gotta learn all I can while I'm here.
So what is he teaching you about racing at a big plate track like this that hopefully someday you can learn and use yourself?
Just patience and just decision making, I guess.
So what's your decision going to be to get you up front? I mean, you finished, I believe, second here once before, second or third there, pushing David Ragan to the win here. What's it going to take to get that one more notch?
I don't know. I've been wondering for a while how exactly to get to victory lane, but we got a car painted exactly like his was when he went to victory lane, and we were pushing his car. So, we got Farm Rich on board this week, and we're real excited to have them on board. And those colors are familiar with victory lane, and hopefully we can take them there this week. And I feel really good about it. I love this place, love this style of racing, and just happy to be here.
Well, we have a fan question in here, so we're going to put you on the spot. Rosemary Begley says, not Bigley like Billy Bigley, but Rosemary Begley says, do the drivers like to be able to control the track bar adjustment? The track bar that you get to adjust now in the car. Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it because, you hear all these drivers and teams talk about difference in sets of tires, and, all the Goodyear tires that we put on during the race as far as set to set are not the exact same. And so, instead of just having a run where you're just wicked loose and you can't control anything in the car, now you can lower the track bar, get some of that rear grip back and maintain your track position, and kind of puts it a little bit more in the driver's hands, a little piece of it anyway, and so I've really enjoyed that. Just something real important for you to know, we don't have track bar adjusters inside the car on the super speedway races, so
that's right.
That's a little bit different, but all the other races I really enjoyed having it. We're going through motors, getting them enough torque, so maybe they'll work, on some of the tri-ovals they've had a little too much load to work, but I've enjoyed having it. I think it's awesome, and love working with it every week.
All right, David Gillen, thanks for joining us. And, of course, Todd Gillen right there, late model superstar, coming up through the ranks in the short tracks of America. Very talented young man. And the motor stops just in time so we could show you the Michael Waltrip number 55 car. Mikey getting back behind the wheel this weekend of a NASCAR Sprint Cup Series stock car. And of course, on the nose of that car, a little tribute to his friend and all of our friends, all of us here wishing the Burns family and young Bryson right there a good week. And, you know, everybody, you know, sending their prayers and condolences to the Burns family. What a touching ceremony, and the amount of people that were at the wake the other day, and then the funeral services, unbelievable. And it just goes to show what a well-respected human being, not just a reporter on TV, Steve Burns was. Mike Abe, can I please see the number 38 of David Gilliland, please? Thank you so much. Well, there is the number 38, and we just talked to the driver of this Ford. And remember, this is an underdog racetrack, and we saw it before when the number 38 pushed David Ragan to victory here a few years back, 2012 or 13, I think it was 12, and he was pushing David Ragan, who used to drive this car right here, Trevor Bayne, the number 6. Of course, they were, Ragan and Gilliland were driving for Front Row Motorsports at that time, so it's really goes to show that an underdog can get it done here. We talk about it so much when we come to Talladega. Usually the underdog doesn't win here, but you can see a top performance by one. We saw that at the short tracks of Bristol, at Richmond, and this is another place here where we can see it happen. Speaking of underdogs, the guy right here, he was actually walking with the crew, pushing the car to technical inspection. Now he's helping the crew out as well with some things. Reaching in the toolbox here is Justin Allgaier. Not just sitting here with his helmet bag and sitting in a lounge there watching TV, but he's actually helping the crew here. And we'll grab him for 1 second because you look like you're busy. What you doing, man?
Oh, just making some last-minute fine-tune adjustments. You know, obviously safety is important, and you know, when you get in these things, you even though you've got it all scienced out year after year, you always find little things you want to change. So just changing a few little things, but really proud of these A Scott Motorsports guys. They bring such a great race car to the racetrack that it's really. My job is very easy. I think I like to look busy. That's what it really comes down to.
Well, you were pushing the car into inspection there, which is good to see a driver doing that. But, you know, we were talking about underdogs. Last week at Richmond, we were talking about that, you know, with your strong performance at Bristol. This is just another race here where an underdog can really prevail with the draft here at Talladega. You know, is that something that your team really looks to this weekend?
Well, you know, the former team that is now A Scott Motorsports was Phoenix Racing. They've obviously had a lot of success at the restricted plate racetracks. Most notably a win here with Brad back in '09 maybe. You know, so as a race team, yeah, you know, we definitely look at this race as something that we can go be competitive at. I'm glad the qualifying order has changed. We got kind of shuffled around last fall by the qualifying group the way that it was. The group we were in didn't quite make it to the line in time to get a lap in, and we ended up ultimately going home. So I think for all of us, this is a race that you got to be in it to win it, and you got to be there at the end. You got to have all 4 fenders on it. But I think we got a really, really good brand professional agriculture Chevy, and just, you know, excited to get out there, make some laps, see how it goes, and then from there really fine tune this thing to feel like we got a shot at winning the race.
I'm going to put you on the spot here. Maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't, but I don't know if you're going, but I know your wife is going to Mexico to visit with some special orphans and whatnot down there in Monterey this week, right?
She is. I'm not going, unfortunately.
I know, we wish we could both go,
with my job,
probably.
yeah, I don't know that would work out very well. If I was maybe have already won a race and was in the chase, I don't know if there's any special exemptions for that either, but I am going to miss it. They go down there with, obviously we've both been with back-to-back ministries. They're going again, and they've got quite a group of people going, so it's going to be awesome. I wish I was going, but unfortunately I'm not.
All right, thanks a lot, Justin. Keep it up. Justin Allgaier, really good dude right there. Sponsors a few orphans down in the Monterey area. Him and his wife, Ashley, true advocates for the orphan out there, and it's a lot of stuff here that we see here, nuts and bolts and race cars and speeds and times and all that stuff, but doing stuff that's a lot more deeper is Justin Allgaier and his family. Quinn USA, hi Matt, it would make my day if you'd pretty please show Smokes Bass Pro Mobile One car and say hi to him for me. Thanks a bunch as Steve Addington passes by. Quinn USA, Well, there you go. Here is the number 14 car, Tony Stewart's Chevrolet. The Tracker Boats paint scheme this weekend, of course. And Mobile One on the side of the car right there. You see it. Our proud sponsor here of NASCAR.com, GarageCam, Mobile One. Make sure you give them some love, maybe on social networking or whatnot. Tell them, hey, say, we're watching NASCAR GarageCam presented by Mobile One. So hit us up on Twitter, too, hashtag GarageCam. Love to talk to you. Chris Buescher's number 34 car, his first start here at Talladega in the Sprint Cup Series. So young Chris Buescher getting some great experience, some valuable experience here in the draft. Shane making sure those hood pins are on there nice. Sam Hornish Jr., the number 9. This team really hoping that Talladega is a place that they can turn things around. This team has not had the season, the start of a season that they had hoped to going into this 2015 campaign. But the Medallion Bank crew working hard on this number 9 in the garage area, trying to get it ready to go out there for practice. Cole Witt, the number 35 speed stick gear machine. You see that forward, the nose of that Fusion right there. Leads us to Brian Scott's number 33. Remember, I think it was 2 years ago or 2 races ago. It wasn't that long ago. The 33 shocked us all here in qualifying. Got the pole position in the Cup race. So Brian Scott coming here with a little bit of extra added confidence for this weekend's Cup race here, because they know they have some RCR power, ECR power from Richard Childress Racing. And, you know, they've got a good package here for this race. So a lot of confidence for the driver pulling double duty over in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and here in the Cup Series this weekend. Brian Scott, the Shore Lodge Chevrolet. Come on, let's take a trip through the garage. It's kind of an open area here, like an intersection, almost like the X of a figure-8 track. If you've never seen a figure-8 race, come on. At least look it up on the internet. You know, we are an internet show, NASCAR.com. So we promote the internet. The internet's a great place. Oh, Tomeno, Golembeski, all the boys working on this number 7 Golden Corral machine of Alex Bowman. Alex throwing out some really cool Throwback Thursdays on his Instagram page this week of an old sprint car flip where he had 2 black eyes. So this young driver knows how to get it done, and oh, he's pretty tough too for a young skinny guy. But Alex Bowman driving this number 7 Tommy Baldwin Racing machine. The number 83 right here. You see the nickname up on the door. Well, Matt D. Benedetto. Guido. That's what a lot of people have known him as in late model racing for years. And, well, I asked Guido if he wanted to have a meatball with me yesterday here at Talladega. They have a new meatball in town. Yes, a new meatball. You don't think Talladega, you don't think meatballs usually, but a very large, 1 pound, spicy, awesome meatball they're going to be providing. We're doing a piece on that should air, I believe, maybe tomorrow on NASCAR.com from the road. Maybe today, maybe the end of today, says Chuck Bush. But from the road, oh, it's a very spicy meatball. Make sure you tune in and check it out. Matt D couldn't make it because his flight was getting in too late, but, you know, he's like, oh, I would have been perfect for it, you know, Guido. So Matt D having some fun with us with NASCAR.com. Michael Annette, the number 46. I'm getting pointed to something. I don't know what. Oh, but Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte back here in the Cup Series in the number 32 machine. NASCAR.com analyst as well. Leah Cassidy, good afternoon, Matt. If it's possible, say hello to Bobby Labonte from me. And all his Texas fans, thank you, says Lisa Cassidy. Well, it's pretty loud here. I don't even think Bobby Labonte can hear us, but he is standing on over there. If this engine turns off, maybe we'll go back up to him. Tuning the engine on this car, the 32, and on the number 23 right here. You see the computer lifted up on the top of that car. That means they're getting ready to tune the engine on this number 23 as well. And there's driver with the Oshweekend Speedway fire suit on, J.J. Yaley. Talking with his crew. A little quieter over here. The number 95 Thrivent Financial machine right here of Michael McDowell. This Ford is being taken off the scale pads right now, ready to get it down on the pavement and get it ready for the practice session that is going to start at 2 o'clock. Hey, the flagman, our flagman, gives the signal halfway in NASCAR.com. GarageCam. Gotta love that. You gotta bring a little old school in it. Have you ever been to a Saturday night short track like one of NASCAR's great home tracks? Oh, those flagmen giving that halfway sign is always a treat. Here's another driver that we saw pushing his car into technical inspection, helping his crew out, the Phoenix Construction, number 98, Josh Wise, the Phil Parsons Stables. You know, anytime I see Phoenix Construction on the side of the car, of course I think of James Finch and the James Finch cars. Now the 51 team, but Finch having some big-time success here with Brad Keselowski's win quite a few years back with a dramatic finish with Carl Edwards. Jeb Burton's number 26 being pushed out here. He'll get his first taste of the Talladega High Banks in the Sprint Cup Series car. Right alongside, we haven't seen him in a while, but Ryan Blaney in the Wood Brothers number 21. So the Wood Brothers 21 Ford Fusion making its return to Sprint Cup Series action with this very young, talented race car driver. A lot of people think, well, he should be full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And of course, a talent like this, yeah, we would love to see him full-time, but what an opportunity is being presented here to run a bunch of Cup races, to get his feet wet in this series. So when someday he does make it over here full-time, he'll have a lot more experience to draw from. Brendan Gaughan's number 62. This team has struggled a bunch this year, but I'll tell you what, Brendan Gaughan keeping his right foot on the gas pedal and never giving up. And that's what this team is doing right here, an underdog team here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage. Let's go on to the other side here because we're a little past halfway, which means we got to get to the other side of the garage. Uh-oh. Food. Here's Casey Mears. We're creeping on Casey. And here is the number 13 machine, the Geico Chevrolet right here. And we'll, what do we got to eat here, Casey?
A little quick snack.
What is it?
From the Garlic Garage, man.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken and cheese pita.
Where's my food?
I'm sure you found the food somewhere.
All right, man. You've led a lot of laps at this racetrack for a lot of years here. Is it any different coming here with this new rules package since we're so slammed down to the ground?
You know, little nuances, but really it's the same old Talladega. You know, our races are pretty similar. Definitely with the new aerodynamics in the last couple of years that we've gotten it, you know, when you get someone's on someone's right rear, it affects the cars a lot differently than if you're on their left rear. You know, you can slow a car down a lot easier if you dump air on the right side of their car. That's kind of one of the biggest changes probably over the last couple of years, but for the most part, same old deal. But last few years it's been the Geico 500 now, which makes it a lot of fun for us, and hopefully we come out and have a good weekend.
All right, go get him that Geico number 13 at the Geico 500 this weekend for Casey Mears. Has logged a lot of laps here over his career. Still a young guy, but you know what? A lot of experience here at Talladega. Right next door, A.J. Allmendinger, the number 47, a little patriotic paint scheme on board. This number 47 this weekend. Beans Anderson, oh yeah, Beans, baby. You want to see the Bean car. The number 47, can I see A.J. Allmendinger pretty please? I don't know if you said pretty please, but we'll try to go out in the sunshine here and cut between some of these cars so we can give you a good look in the sunshine of that A.J. Allmendinger paint scheme. Martha White's biscuits on the side of this car also. Oh yeah, baby. There's the 47 for you, Beans Anderson. Oh, Beans, there ain't no beans about it here. It's getting loud in NASCAR.com GarageCam world as we look at Greg Biffle's Bug Be Gone machine, the Ford. There's David Ragan. Let's bring you inside the garage of David Ragan, the Pedigree machine. And here is David Ragan getting ready for practice here at Talladega. This number 18 Meteor Recipe Pedigree machine. You see his hat right there. And there is David Ragan right here. He's driving the Pedigree machine, and you have a pretty good pedigree yourself here at Talladega.
That's a good lead-in.
Yeah, not bad.
Matt, we'll roll with that. Yeah, I'm happy to be in the Pedigree Toyota this weekend. I've got a couple of dogs around my house, so I'm sure they'll appreciate a couple little bags of Pedigree here and there. But
well, I want to know, will this 18 car, will this dog hunt this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to hunt for sure. We got a little practice today. Just kind of check things out, make sure the engine runs, make sure we don't have any mechanical issues. And really, handling isn't that big of an issue at Talladega. It's all about speed. You know, how much speed do you have in your race car? So these guys are going to tweak on it a little bit. We'll make a few laps and get ready for qualifying tomorrow.
Opportunities lead to opportunities. You had the opportunity to climb in this Toyota, and it's been a great opportunity for you in this number 18 car, and it leads to other opportunities. How exciting of a time is it for you? Of course, you're going to be hopping in that 55 after this.
Yeah, going to be in the Aaron's Dream Machine, number 55 Toyota, starting next week in Kansas. And yeah, it's just amazing, what God's done in my life over the last 6 months. At Daytona, I didn't know if we were going to run the full schedule or not with Front Row Motorsports in the number 34 car. And obviously, unfortunate set of circumstances led me to this car, now the 55 car, but very grateful for those opportunities and plan to make the most of them. We still got some good runs in front of us, and we want to get a couple of wins, so it can all start this weekend with the Gibbs guys.
Oh, yeah. This guy can get it done here. He had a win here a few years ago, a dramatic Cinderella story win, so he could do it again. Carl Edwards, the number 19 machine here at the Aris. Oh boy, here he comes. Clear the way. Carl Edwards coming through. Carl going to talk to his crew, getting ready inside his car. Danica Patrick's GoDaddy ride right here. There is Carl Edwards for all you Carl Edwards fans. We got to hustle. We got to hustle. We got about 9 minutes left, 8 minutes left, and we got a lot of cars to show. I guess we've had a good time talking to a few people. There is Kyle Larson with an average finish of 13.5, hopping in his car. This will be his third start here at Talladega. We've had some first-time winners here at Talladega over the years. Ron Bouchard, a lot of different names have graced the victory lane here. First-time winners Brett Keselowski as well, Clem Boyer, and Ryan Newman having some fun. And Boyer's got his Kansas City hat on right here. The Royals with a big win last night, of course. So my wife's actually in Kansas right now. Her and her parents were watching the game on TV. I'm sure they're watching GarageCam, at least I hope they are. And as we pass Paul Menard's Chevrolet. And, of course, watching the race this weekend, as you all should. The Geico 500 this weekend, Sunday on Fox. Did we pass the one car yet? I think we did. Yeah, we did. Well, you know what? I got to say as we walk here, that's my pick for the win this weekend. Jamie McMurray. On the preview show, the FedEx preview show, they tried to pick him. Oh, there he is. He's coming over here. Okay, good. There's Eric Amarola, the number 43. We talked to him in NASCAR Xfinity Series GarageCam, and Jeff Gordon's crew. I can't fit through there. I'm not small enough. Jeff Gordon's crew prepping the number 24 Drive to End Hunger Chevrolet. Audrey Davidson, congrats to Jeff for driving the pace car at Indy. Yeah, so the Indy 500 this year in May. Jeff Gordon will be pacing the field in a Chevrolet pace car. So that's pretty cool. First time on this chat, says Doug Denise. Coming from the Midwest, let's see, the Missouri man, Jamie McMurray. Well, there is the Missouri man driving the M, the McDonald's car. A lot of M's in there for you. Chris Rice on the preview show with Marty Snyder, the FedEx preview show on NASCAR.com. You always should watch that every single weekend. Great analysis Marty and Chris Rice provide from the studios in Charlotte. Well, he didn't want to pick Jamie McMurray because he didn't want to jinx him. I'm going to pick him because I don't believe in that jinx stuff. Jamie McMurray, this is my pick for the win this weekend at Talladega. There's the number 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr., all strapped in this number 8 and ready to go. This guy has a lot of multiple wins here at Talladega. See, Buddy Baker in the 70s won here 3 times in a row. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has won here 4 times in a row. bridging from the 2001, 2002, and 2003 season. So Dale Earnhardt Jr., man, when it comes to these plate tracks, can get it done, folks. 5 minutes to go on NASCAR.com GarageCam, and as we pass Matt Kenseth, already locked into the chase, of course, his win at Bristol in Tennessee locks this number 20 team into the big dance there at the end of the year. That's what everybody's here for. They're here for trophies, baby, but then they're here for that ultimate trophy at the end of the year. This is a guy who's never got that ultimate trophy at the end of the year. Casey Kane snuck into the chase late last year at Atlanta, hoping to get that win earlier in the season this year to get himself into that chase. Oh, and there is that Cooper Standard careersforveterans.org machine of Brad Keselowski here in the NASCAR garage. Pretty cool to see those colors and that sponsor on the side of this car. Brad Keselowski doing a lot for veterans. He and his teams, even his teams in the Truck Series with BKR, doing a fantastic job. Hey, there's Steve Post of MRN, one of our favorite guys. All right, here we are. You know what? Here, I'm going to give the microphone to Chuck Bush so I have a hand so we can show you inside Jimmy Johnson's car. Jimmy was actually, right before this practice, spending time with some children with the Make-A-Wish Foundation outside of his motor coach. Some really touching times there and with that family. Not only giving them autographs and giving them stuff to bring home, but having a good time and giving them a personal experience that they'll never forget. Kevin Harvick right here, driving out in the Outback car. Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., last week's winner, Kurt Busch. Oh, let's show you the parade of color on NASCAR.com as we roll out of the garage area here and wrap up NASCAR.com GarageCam for you. Michael Waltrip doing his running across the garage. I'll give him some points for at least trying to run. Give him an A for effort and an E for effort. An A for effort, whatever. Maybe a D. Wasn't that graceful of a run. Dale Earnhardt Jr. pulling out of his garage stall. Jamie McMurray, the McDonald's car. Jeff Gordon, a guy that this place, Talladega fans have not really liked traditionally over the years, but you know what? They all respect him now. So make sure you check out a video, too, that's on NASCAR.com, an essay about Jeff Gordon. So some great stuff that we're going to be producing all year long on NASCAR.com, paying tribute to a great racer who's running his final season in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Hey, the Race Buddy cars. Make sure you tune in to Race Buddy. Kevin Harvick will be one of the cars. Jamie McMurray, Casey Mears, we talked to him. Greg Biffle in the number 16. Eric Amarola, and we saw him before, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Those are your Race Buddy cars for this weekend. So tune in and check it out only on NASCAR.com. And all the cars have rolled from the garage. It's about to get loud. It's a weird experience to be here at Talladega because if you're in the infield, you know what? You don't hear anything. It's quiet like it is right now. And then all of a sudden, you'll just hear a roar, a distinctive roar, a roar of a pack coming by the front stretch when they drop the rag and go green here for practice and for the race. And I'll tell you what, the first time that pack rolls by, you feel it on your arms, on the back of your neck. The hair stands up as that pack rolls by, inches apart, 3 by 3, down this giant front stretch here, and the crowd stands to their feet. Green flag this weekend for the race, 1 o'clock on Fox. The Geico 500. Drama at its best here, side-by-side restrictor plate racing, where disaster is around every corner. I'm your host, Matthew Dillner. This is GarageCam. We come to you every week, interactive in the garage, giving you a good time here, showing you behind the scenes, and we love doing it. And we appreciate every fan in the chat room today. Even if we didn't get to give you a shout-out on NASCAR.com, thank you so much for watching the show. Hope you had a good time. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.